Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? What's happening, everybody? And welcome, everybody, to the Wrestling Takeover Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Turner, and this is Saturday, February 28th, 2026. WWE Elimination Chamber is a wrap. It's in the books. We're going to talk about it. We're going to be about it. We're going to speak on it. We're going to give our 2 cents. We're going to give our opinion, our unadulterated opinion, our raw opinion, the good, the bad, the indifferent. And hopefully you guys enjoy this podcast, man. Be sure to stream it. Be sure to turn on all notifications. Be sure to subscribe to the Wrestling Takeover Podcast on YouTube, youtube.com/JTTakeover. Also, follow your boy on social media, man. It only takes a couple seconds. I'm on Instagram at the Wrestling Takeover. I'm also on Twitter at JTTakeover, man. Shout out to everybody on TikTok, showing me love and support. If you guys want to follow me on TikTok as well, TikTok.com/JTTakeover, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So over the past couple weeks, leading into tonight's festivities, right, for Elimination Chamber, my excitement level, all right, was really not there. And I want to make myself crystal clear. When I come on here, as much as I do, if you guys are listening to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, I would like you guys to really listen to it on YouTube. I come up here and I give my opinion. I talk all things WWE, the good, the bad, the indifferent, the positives, the negatives. I bring a creative spin to the table. Most importantly, I always keep it real, okay? We keep it respectful, but we keep it real at the same time. And as we were leading into WWE Elimination Chamber, my exact thoughts were the build is not there. I'm really not excited for WWE Elimination Chamber. But let's see what they're going to give us today. Let's see what they're going to give us as of tonight. And everything that I was talking about, an idea here, an idea there, it pretty much happened tonight, especially in the main event. And that's where we're going to start off. We're going to start off in the main event, the last thing that we saw. And I wasn't surprised about the result that we got tonight. There's no way that WWE is going to leave off Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. You see, you have somebody like myself, right, who is a WWE loyalist, who is a WWE fan. I'm unapologetically me. I voice my opinion. I give my opinion, not only on Twitter, not only on Instagram, not only on TikTok, but my podcast, this platform. And I give my opinions, good, bad, or indifferent. And it's so funny. Everything from the Seth Rollins reveal that we got tonight. I say, yo, I think Seth Rollins is going to come back. I think Seth Rollins is going to get involved in some way, shape, or form. Something about Logan Paul there, it just screams Seth Rollins to me. We got that tonight. Not only did we get that, we got Drew McIntyre appearing in the match, which I did say as well is going to happen. And we got that. Now, what I was wrong about is I wasn't wrong. Let me backtrack. My original pick was Randy Orton. I got cold feet last minute, and I switched it to Cody Rhodes. So, in turn, I was wrong, but I was right at the same time because my original pick was Randy Orton. Last minute, got cold feet, went with Cody Rhodes. But I explained what exactly was going to happen. If Cody Rhodes won tonight, I wanted that Randy Orton heel turn right out of the gate. Right out of the gate, they shake hands. Randy Orton beat his ass. We didn't get that tonight. I'm glad Cody Rhodes lost. I'm going to keep it P. This is my platform. I can say anything I want to say. Respectfully, of course. Because it's pro wrestling and it's not that serious. Okay? Cody Rhodes and the run of Cody Rhodes and WWE positioning him as the guy. QB1. Quarterback 1. Right? That's cool. That's cool. Me personally, as a WWE fan and as a Cody Rhodes fan, I was getting sick of him being in title matches. His title reigns weren't even that good. Let's keep it real. They were not that good. Not his fault. That's the creative's fault. Which, the creative, y'all have a lot of negative connotation going on surrounding y'all right now. Okay? But Cody Rhodes was always in the title picture. Always in the title picture. And I just got sick of it. I got annoyed. And his character, to me, just wasn't clicking. I wasn't jiving with it. Okay? So we got here to tonight. And I'm saying to myself, man, I hope Randy Orton wins. It's the best decision to be made. Because as we were leading into Elimination Chamber, the best decision needs to be Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Jacob Fatu, and Drew McIntyre in a fatal four-way match for the WWE Championship. I have said this on my show. I have put that out on social media over the past couple weeks. So this isn't just me coming out of it out of thin air. No. Okay? It's the best decision possible. Adam Pearce is going to get sick and tired of Drew McIntyre's bullshit. The homie came in tonight and really did not want Cody Rhodes to win. He didn't want that. So Adam Pearce is going to take charge. He's going to take power. He's going to let Drew McIntyre know all the beefs you had. Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, and Randy Orton. Randy Orton is already going to WrestleMania. But Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes, you've been a thorn by their side the whole time. And you think I'm not going to give them an opportunity to go after the WWE Championship? You got me fucked up. Okay? Adam Pearce is going to soon announce a fatal four-way for the WWE Championship. If you follow logic and you follow the stories on SmackDown, Drew McIntyre has been constantly interfering in Cody Rhodes. He has a history with Randy Orton. And he's been costing Jacob Fatu as well. So it's all going to intertwine and come together. So nobody should have a problem with this fatal four-way. I'll tell you what I have a problem with, though. I'll tell you what I have a problem with. This match was not good. It's my opinion, but this match was not good. Quite frankly, this match was fucking boring. It was boring. Okay? Number one, Javon Evans, big fan, love him. That long-ass entrance was bugging me out. It was bugging me out. I'm curious to know how you guys feel about these long-ass, drawn-out entrances. Am I the only one? I don't think so, because I was on social media, during the entrance, and I'm looking at people kind of giving the same sentiment that I was given. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, let's get this shit on. Let's get it going. When Cody Rhodes came out, he didn't waste no time. He's like, nah, nigga, let's get this going, bro. Ring that bell. We got to work. Let's go. So these long ass drawn out entrances, it's annoying. It's annoying, man. Number 2, ESPN. Y'all really gotta work on your ads, and also y'all gotta work on not having the premier live events fucking freeze all the time. What's up with that? The Elimination Chamber tonight was freezing multiple times. And it was bugging me out. I ain't even gonna cap. I missed majority of the women's because it was buffering so much. Like, I watched it and everything, but majority of the time it was buffering. That's a problem. Y'all need to fix that. Okay? But talking about the main event, this chamber match was weak. It was weak. It was not interesting. I understand where we are living at nowadays in WWE land, okay? You have Elimination Chamber. We've seen more blood in AJ Lee and Becky Lynch and CM Punk and Finn Balor over the 2 chamber matches. Now, we did see blood with Tiffany Stratton, but that was an accident, right? But blood overall. The Elimination Chamber is supposed to be brutal. Now, I don't care about the mat being on the floor. That ain't no never mind. I ain't tripping on that. That's cool. Complete safety of the pro wrestlers. But yo, we got to get some type of blood here. Something. Why have an Elimination Chamber and have no blood? It just does not, from a logical perspective, it just does not make any sense. It is what it is. That's just a nitpick. But that main event was boring. The reveal of the first masked man was lame as shit. A WWE, a Triple H. Respectfully, man, you need to stop with these masked men stories. Please stop it. Okay. It's not a good look on you, and it avoids lack of creativity. It just does. It's as simple as that. That's my opinion. So y'all got to stop with this masked men bullshit. It's not entertaining. It's not fun. It's lame as shit. The first guy, I knew it was not Seth Rollins. The second dude, it was clear as day. And it didn't really need to take me long to know it was Seth Rollins. Look at his body. Look at his body language. That was Seth Rollins. That was Seth Rollins. That was clear as day. I'm happy he's back. He's healthy. It does not look like Braun Breaker is going to be back in time for WrestleMania. So from what I gathered, from what I seen, okay, I might be wrong. WWE might position Rollins in a whole new different story, which I don't know what that would be. It wouldn't make sense. Finish the Vision story. It's lame as shit. The group completely failed. And I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, it failed because of injury. No, respectfully, my nigga, that shit failed because of the creative. The creative failed the vision. Now, the injuries just solidified the group as a failure. Period. Let me talk. All right? It failed. The injuries, yes. But the storylines, the lack of creative, failed the vision. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. It seems to be the plan. They already wrestled at a WrestleMania. They wrestled at WrestleMania. I believe that was WrestleMania 39. It was a great match. If they wrestle again at WrestleMania, it seems to be the plan. So if they do wrestle at WrestleMania, it needs to be a stipulation match. I have one stipulation in mind for this match. Now, I have one, but I also have another one. The other one is a street fight. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul in a street fight. Cool. The other match, I have a last man standing. I think that would be pretty cool. Logan Paul can be protected in a defeat, or if Seth Rollins loses, can be protected by a defeat. Another match, as I'm recording right now, the other match that I actually would like to see too is a last man standing match, which would protect Seth Rollins and protect Logan Paul. So we got last man standing and we got the street fight. We also have an Iron Man match, which I would not mind seeing. We need a stipulation. If the plan is to do Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul again at WrestleMania, it needs to be either a street fight, which I personally would not want to see that. I would rather see an Iron Man match or last man standing. You could do a great story with the Iron Man match. Seth Rollins is one of the greatest in-ring workers of this generation all time. Facts. Y'all know it. I know it. Logan Paul says he's some of the best in the world. Okay. Approve that shit. Prove it. Iron Man match. Let's see how long you can go. A Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul Iron Man match at WrestleMania. I really would not mind that. So Triple H, because I know people listen. If it gets to the right person, is what it is. Triple H, Michael Hayes, Road Dogg, whoever is on the WWE creative team, even though we already know who's on the creative team at this point. Hey, Ryan Ward, what's up, brother? That match, I wouldn't mind. If it's an Iron Man match, the story's there. You think you can out-wrestle me? Let's go. Let's see how long you can last. Iron Man match. Logan Paul. Seth Rollins. WrestleMania. The match was boring. It did not do anything. And Logan Paul eliminating Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and LA Knight. Yo, I don't understand that. It is what it is. I think Trick Williams had a great performance. Javon Evans had a great performance. Trick Williams is over as fuck. He's over as fuck. I'm a big fan of Trick Williams, and I see a lot of God-given potential in Trick Williams. He really reminds me of Booker T, a modern Booker T. And he's going to have a very, very good, fruitful career. Javon Evans can be this modern-day Jeff Hardy. It's clear as day. Y'all can see that. I can see that. So those two guys had a great performance tonight. Shout out to both guys. Man, we got to talk about LA Knight. That performance by LA Knight was weak. And that botch. Yo, that botch had me rolling. The nigga botched. He tried to do jumping on the top rope to try to do the elbow drop. He botched it. And you see it in real time. You see Randy Orton laughing his ass off. I started dying. I was like, yo, I'm dead, bro. I was laughing. That shit was funny. I'm a fan of LA Knight, by the way. I really am. And the way WWE Creative just is telling you in plain sight that they're not fans of LA Knight. It sucks. But they really are telling you in plain sight who they are fans of and who they're not. And LA Knight, they are not fans of LA Knight. Let me talk to you. So, this match was boring as hell. The right winner was made. Seth Rollins returned. Drew McIntyre cost Cody Rhodes. We're leading into a fatal four-way. Jacob Fatu, Cody Rhodes. Because they're not going to leave Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu out of WrestleMania. And no, I don't want to see Randy Orton versus Jacob Fatu. Nobody want to see that. We ain't trying to do that. And no, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes it ain't the right time. Now, you plant seeds in that fatal four-way with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. One of them needs to walk out at WrestleMania as the WWE champion. I'm going to say that right now out of the gate before we get near WrestleMania. If the fatal four-way is the plan, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, one of them need to walk out. Me personally, I would go with Randy Orton. And you build and you build and build till you get to SummerSlam. One of the nights, the main event is Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Triple H, Michael Hayes, Road Dogg, you're hearing it right here. It's simple storytelling. Stop making shit so complicated. This is why some wrestling fans, not all wrestling fans, but some wrestling fans, come up with some great stories, man. This is simple to comprehend. But let's move on from the main event, man. Let's talk about two of the best matches of the night, shall we? We got CM Punk and Finn Balor, which me personally was the best match of the night, and Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. Let's get to CM Punk and Finn Balor. I don't want to waste any time here. The match was great. It was fun. It was very exciting. Shout out to the Chicago Bulls, man, with that tribute with CM Punk. That was hot. That was some goosebumps for real. You an NBA fan, you a basketball fan. I'm a Laker fan, so I'm not a Bulls fan, but I'm a basketball fan. That was some chills right there. That was dope. So CM Punk doing his thing. He's one of the brightest stars, man. He's incredible. What a legend CM Punk is. The aura that dude has is crazy. But he came out, did his thing. Finn Balor came out, did his thing. We all knew that CM Punk was going to win tonight. And he did in a really fun, exciting match between himself and Finn Balor. It was a really, really fun match. But we all knew CM Punk was going to retain. And we're off to the races, man. CM Punk, Roman Reigns. CM Punk's going to have that title and hold it as hard as he can, man, because I see him dropping it at WrestleMania, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. As for Finn Balor, we got to go with Dominic Mysterio. WrestleMania, Intercontinental Championship, and Finn Balor, you got to bring back the Demon at WrestleMania. You got to bring back the Demon. And it looks like Finn Balor turned babyface tonight. Now, maybe he was already teasing it as the weeks were going on, but that really was solidified tonight at the Elimination Chamber. Finn Balor turned babyface, and it was a great moment. Really fun match between Punk and Finn Balor, and Punk is going to be in one of the high-profile matches of WrestleMania, one of the main events. Finn Balor, I hope he is in one of the high-profile matches as well against Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't want to see no 1v1. I don't want to see none of that shit. Or, not a 1v1. I don't want to see a fatal four-way, triple threat, none of that. I want to see a 1v1. Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania for the IC title. Simple. All right. Let's move on, man. Let's talk about Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. I know I'm saving the Women's Chamber for last because I got a lot to say about that. But we'll get to that when we get to it. This isn't going to be a long review, guys. I really kind of want to save all my WrestleMania talk for the state of the WWE as we get close to WrestleMania. But the chunk of the pod is going to be dedicated to this women's chamber match. This was the better chamber, or I'm sorry, not the women's chamber. I'm sorry. I'm going to save that last. I'm losing it. My bad. The Becky Lynch and AJ Lee match. We need to talk about that. I'm going to save the women's for last. We got a new champion tonight. And that was a real interesting call. It made sense. I'm cool with it. This was a fun match. AJ Lee showed up and showed out. The queen as she is. She's incredible. She looks incredible. She looks great. She got a pop as usual. One of the most popular WWE superstars of this generation from a women's wrestler perspective. So she came out, did her thing. Becky Lynch came out, did her thing. She looks great too. One of the greatest of all time. Becky Lynch's title reign. This is where, again, I got to keep it real with y'all. Becky Lynch's title reign was not good. It is not her fault, but the reign was not good. She was too busy feuding with Maxine Dupree. Respectfully, I don't care about that. So I feel Becky Lynch, her reign could have been a lot more better, but it wasn't, and we're here where we're at. The chemistry that Becky Lynch and AJ Lee have is tremendous. The match did start off a little slow, but it picked up, and once it picked up, I mean, they were moving into the next gear, third, fourth gear, fifth gear. They were rolling, doing their thing. The match was very, very fun. The crowd was really, really into it. The crowd really wasn't as bored as I thought they would be in some aspects of this match, but they really weren't. They were high tempo, cheering for AJ Lee, but showing respect to Becky Lynch as well. Becky Lynch tried to cheat several times, and like I said, there was plenty of opportunity where I thought I was going to be correct, and Becky Lynch cheating to retain, and then they go to running at Raw where we get the cameras and they show a video of Becky Lynch cheating, and then we get the rematch at WrestleMania where AJ Lee gets the women's IC title. But I understand why they did it tonight. I do see Becky Lynch regaining that title at WrestleMania. I do. Now, I really would like to see AJ Lee have a little run with the belt and face Roxanne Perez and Bayley, Lyra Valkyria, you know what I mean? Ivy Nile and other women as well, too. But I just don't think that's going to happen. Now, if they do give the title back to Becky Lynch, the next woman who needs to win that title either needs to be Roxanne Perez or Raquel Rodriguez. Simple. I'll get to Raquel when I talk about the chamber. But Roxanne Perez or Raquel need to win the women's IC title next up. I think that would be great. This match was fun. It was exciting. I had a great time watching it. Shout out to Becky Lynch. Shout out to AJ Lee. Both some of the greatest of all time. They put in the work. And respect to both ladies. Love both. And AJ Lee is the new women's IC champ. I just don't think she's going to hold it past WrestleMania. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And maybe Becky Lynch after WrestleMania does take a break. But we'll see what happens. All right, here comes the chunk of the podcast, man. We're going to talk about the women's Elimination Chamber. Predictable. Yes. Yes. Very, very predictable. But let me tell you something. This chamber match was fucking fun. The last two women, Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised about that. I'm not surprised about that at all. Rhea Ripley won. I'm not surprised. Now, from what I see, it looks like, it honestly does look like we are in this realm of Rhea Ripley fatigue to a lot of people. I have been constantly seeing that a lot as of late, and I understand it. I seen this tweet exposing the IWC on Twitter. They put 5 straight world title matches at WrestleMania. Rhea is the new Roman. Listen. I'm not surprised about Rhea Ripley getting so many opportunities. Y'all gotta understand something. For the people who are frustrated, you have every right to. You're entitled to feel how you feel. Cool. But Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest women superstars WWE has, period. Let me repeat that. Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest superstars that WWE has, period. Okay? Triple H is a massive fan of Rhea Ripley. He loves Rhea Ripley. I love Rhea Ripley. I do understand the fatigue of Rhea Ripley. She is indeed the female version of Roman Reigns, getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity at championship gold. Rather it's the women's IC title, the women's tag team, whatever. She's always getting an opportunity to battle for a championship. Am I over it? No. But I understand the fatigue. But y'all got to get over it. I don't know why y'all weren't surprised that Rhea Ripley, won this tonight. Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley is... WWE apparently felt that this was the best course of action. I thought Charlotte Flair was going to advance. And I thought we were going to get Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. We're not getting that. We're getting Rhea Ripley. And before I get into my creative mindset of what I see happening, how I would do things, let's talk about this chamber match. Because this chamber match was great. The standout, or the two standouts in this match, were Raquel Rodriguez and Kiana James. Kiana James and Raquel Rodriguez were the standout of this match. The future. Man, Kiana James is it. She has it. When you look at somebody and you can tell off the rip that they have it, that's Kiana James. Just like I look at Trick Williams has it, that's Kiana James. She is going to be a big-time player. WWE, again, like I said, when they push specific people, you have to pay attention and look at it and see for what it is. They see something in Kiana James, they want to push her to the moon. They're not doing it as quick like they're doing Trick Williams, but they're pushing Kiana James in front of our eyes, and we got to pay attention to that. I see it. There's some others who see it as well, but if you don't, please start paying attention. She's going to be a future player for years to come. So was Raquel Rodriguez, man. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I wasn't the biggest Raquel Rodriguez fan before she turned into being with the Judgment Day. Ever since being with the Judgment Day, man, her character has slowly just started to evolve and evolve and evolve. I'm a big Raquel Rodriguez fan, and the future is extremely bright for her. The fans were fucking pissed when Raquel Rodriguez got eliminated. They weren't having that shit. And I loved it. And I know Raquel Rodriguez loved that as well, too. Knowing that there are fans out there who do love her and who do want to see her succeed. I want all these women to succeed. I want all the men in the chamber to succeed. You got to build up new stars. Rhea Ripley is not a new star. She's not. She's an established star. She's a mega star. Fuck being just a star. Nah, she's a mega star. Triple H is always going to go with his tried and true. And I knew Rhea Ripley was going to win the chamber immediately after she lost her and Io Sky lost the women's tag team titles. Now, Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley 1v1. That is going to be very interesting. And let me tell you something. Let me make something perfectly clear to Jade Cargill. Sweetheart, there is pressure on you to deliver at WrestleMania. You're going to be in the ring with one of the best in the world in Rhea Ripley. One of the most popular in Rhea Ripley. There is going to be pressure on Jade Cargill to deliver in the ring. I really hope she passed the test with flying colors. We're going to see, because it's going to be a big test for Jade Cargill. I think she's going to succeed, though. I'm really interested, and I am excited, but I want to use the word, I'm more fascinated by the matchup between Cargill and Rhea Ripley. Two beautiful women, two powerhouse. It's going to be a blast to really see the dynamic of Ripley and Cargill. I can't wait for that. Now, the promos, hopefully the promos are good leading up to the match. And Rhea Ripley giving a reason. And that's the one thing. What is the reason for you going after Jade Cargill? We need to get that. and it needs to make sense. No random excuses or reasons. No, we need a solid explanation as to why you are facing Jade Cargill. I'm going to leave that up to WWE to come up with. I ain't doing that. I don't get paid to do that. But this chamber was great. This chamber was great. Everybody did their thing. Alexa Bliss did not win. I am really curious to see where she goes at WrestleMania. What happens with Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania? That is like the burning question right now. What is Tiffany Stratton going to do at WrestleMania? I just don't know what she's going to do. And that's WWE's problem. That's not my problem. Now, I will say this. Io, what are you doing with Io Sky? Very simple. I know what you can do with Io. I don't know what you can do with Tiffany Stratton. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair can go after the women's tag team titles again, or we can get a one-on-one friendly competition match between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. That makes sense. But with Tiffany Stratton, I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do with Tiffany Stratton. And no, I don't want to see a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I don't want to see that. With Cargill, Stratton, and Ripley. I don't want to see that. So WWE Creative, you need to do what you've been struggling to do. Come up with creative ideas for Tiffany Stratton. Because I don't know what she can do. Now, Io, simple. A match with Julia at WrestleMania for the women's United States title. I want a one-on-one match. Now, if they don't give that to us, a 6-way ladder match. Okay? You could do Tiffany Stratton, Julia, Michin, right? Io. You can add Asuka to that, Kairi Sane. You can do a little something with that. Me personally, I want that 1v1 with Julia and Io. It's right there in front of your face. Let's do it. But this chamber was great. This Elimination Chamber match for the women was great. It really was. Was it better than last year? No. I'm going to give last year's a little bit more of a nod than this year, but it still was good. WWE, you need to start announcing and closing with this Elimination Chamber full coverage post-show. WWE, you need to start giving us announcements of WrestleMania. We got Rhea Ripley and we got Jade Cargill. We got Roman Reigns. We got CM Punk. Let's announce that Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Championship. Let's announce Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio for the IC title. And let's flesh out this WrestleMania card to make it the best Mania possible. I'll be breaking WrestleMania down as we start getting some of these announcements and stuff like that. I'll be coming up here, giving you guys my full opinions, my honest opinions about, the build up to WrestleMania and talking all things WrestleMania, man, as several videos will be dropping. So I'm happy to be back. It's been a minute. But Elimination Chamber, overall, as a collective, I will say it is a thumbs up. Out of 10, though, I'm going to actually give it a solid 7 out of 10. I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10, which is good. Not the best, but still good. You feel me? But y'all know what to do, man. Subscribe to the channel. YouTube.com/JTTakeover. Follow me on social media at Instagram at The Wrestling Takeover, on Twitter at JT Takeover, and on TikTok at JT Takeover. I appreciate y'all, man. WWE, y'all gotta get this going. The hype for WrestleMania outside of Roman and Punk, it ain't there. Let's get it going. Let's hype up Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill. Let's get Liv Morgan and Stephanie Valkyrie going. Let's get this WrestleManiaville popping, man. But I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. This is Jordan Turner, host of the Wrestling Takeover podcast, the most creative and honest podcast in the wrestling space, talking all things WWE inside and outside the ring. I'll catch y'all next time.